Life in the frozen wilderness of Greenland. Imagine a land where the world seems to hold its breath, blanketed in an eternal shroud of ice and snow. Greenland, the world's largest island, stretches across more than 2 million square kilometers, yet most of it remains uninhabitable, covered by a vast ice sheet that holds nearly 7% of the planet's fresh water. Here, temperatures plunge to minus 50 degrees Celsius in the winter, and blizzards whip across the tundra with unrelenting force. Isolation defines this place. Communities are scattered along the rugged coasts, separated by fjords and mountains with no roads connecting them. Yet, amid this frozen wilderness, life persists, quietly, resiliently. How does it endure? In this exploration, we delve into the challenges of extreme cold, perpetual darkness, and scarce resources, and uncover the remarkable adaptations of plants, animals, and humans that allow survival in one of Earth's harshest environments. The harsh environment. Key challenges. The grip of extreme cold. Greenland's climate is unforgiving, shaped by its position in the Arctic Circle. Winters bring temperatures that average minus 20 to minus 30 degrees Celsius along the coast, dropping even lower inland. This cold seeps into everything, freezing the ground into permafrost and locking moisture away in ice. Life here must contend with the constant threat of hypothermia, where even brief exposure can be perilous. Yet, this cold also preserves, creating a stable, if austere, foundation for those adapted to it. Perpetual darkness and fleeting light. For months, the sun vanishes below the horizon, plunging parts of Greenland into polar night. In northern regions, darkness reigns from November to January, sapping energy and challenging mental endurance. Summers offer midnight sun, but the growing season is brief, mere weeks of thaw. Navigation becomes a dance with light and shadow, where missteps in the dark can lead to disorientation amid vast, featureless landscapes. Isolation and inaccessibility. With no internal road network, travel relies on boats, planes, or dog sleds. Communities like Nuuk, the capital, are hubs of activity, but remote settlements face weeks of separation during storms. This isolation amplifies challenges. Supplies are expensive, medical help distant, and self-reliance a necessity. In such solitude, the wilderness fosters a deep connection to nature, but also tests the limits of human spirit. Scarce resources and food insecurity. The frozen soil yields little. Agriculture is impossible in most areas, forcing reliance on the sea and sparse tundra vegetation. Water, though abundant in ice form, requires melting, and fuel for heat is precious. Animals and plants must forage efficiently, while humans historically turn to hunting and gathering, adapting to the ebb and flow of seasonal availability. The winds of change. Climate impacts. Today, Greenland faces accelerating change. The ice sheet loses about 200 gigatons annually, with melt events becoming more extreme. Warmer temperatures disrupt ecosystems, melting sea ice and altering migration patterns. This not only threatens traditional ways, but invites new vulnerabilities like rising seas and unstable ground. Music swells softly, transitioning to wildlife footage. Adaptations of wildlife, masters of the cold. The polar bear, apex predator of the ice. Iconic and formidable, polar bears roam Greenland's coasts, their thick fur and layers of blubber insulating against the chill. Adapted for swimming vast distances, they hunt seals from sea ice platforms. In southeast Greenland, some have shifted to freshwater ice from glaciers, a clever response to dwindling sea ice. Their white coats camouflage them against snow, allowing stealthy approaches to prey musk oxen. Woolly sentinels of the tundra. These ancient beasts with their curved horns and shaggy coats form defensive circles against predators. Their underwool, kiviut, is one of the warmest natural fibers, 8 times warmer than sheep's wool. Feeding on lichens and grasses dug from snow, They conserve energy by minimizing movement in winter Arctic fox. The versatile survivor. Small but cunning, the Arctic fox changes its coat from brown in summer to white in winter for camouflage. It scavenges polar bear kills and hunts lemmings under snow, using acute hearing. Thick fur on paws acts like snowshoes, preventing frostbite. Ringed seals, underwater nomads. Essential to the food chain, ringed seals maintain breathing holes in thick ice with their claws. Blubber provides buoyancy and warmth, allowing dives up to 45 minutes. They birth pups in snow layers, protecting them from predators and cold. Arctic birds. Migratory endurance. Species like the snow bunting arrive in spring, nesting in rock crevices. Their feathers trap air for insulation, and they huddle to share warmth. Migrating thousands of kilometers, they time arrivals with a brief thaw. Plant life. Quiet conquerors of the tundra. Dwarf shrubs and heathlands. Greenland's flora clings to ice-free coastal strips, forming low-lying heaths. Plants like dwarf birch grow close to the ground, reducing wind exposure and conserving heat. The Arctic poppy, sun tracker. This hardy flower turns its petals to follow the sun, maximizing warmth for pollination. Its cup shape focuses solar energy, warming the center by up to 8 degrees. Mosses and lichens, foundation builders. These pioneers colonize bare rock, breaking it down into soil over centuries. They absorb water like sponges, surviving desiccation in dry winds. Crowberries and blueberries, nutrient stores. Berries store energy in roots, bursting forth in short summers. Their dark colors absorb heat, and antioxidants protect against UV radiation. Cushion plants, microclimates. Creators, forming dense mats. They trap heat and moisture, creating warmer microhabitats. This cushions them against frost heave and wind erosion. Human cultures, from tradition to modernity. Inuit hunting traditions, kayaks, and harpoons. For centuries, Inuit have used sleek kayaks to hunt seals silently. Harpoons with detachable heads ensure prey is secured, reflecting ingenuity and resource-scarce shelter. Innovations, igloos and tents. Temporary igloos provide insulated warmth, built from snow blocks in hours. Sealskin tents offer portability for nomadic life. Diet and sustenance. Meat. Heavy resilience. A diet rich in seal and whale provides essential fats and vitamins. Warding off scurvy fermentation techniques preserve food through long winters. Modern settlements. Balancing old and new. In towns like Nuuk, home to over a third of Greenland's 56,000 people, modern amenities coexist with tradition. Solar panels and imported goods adapt to isolation, while education bridges cultural gaps. Adapting to change. Community and innovation. Facing climate shifts. Inuit draw on ancestral flexibility, incorporating technology like GPS for safer travel. Community sharing ensures no one is left behind, embodying resilience. In the frozen wilderness of Greenland, life unfolds with quiet determination. From the polar bear's patient hunt to the Arctic poppy's sunward gaze and the Inuit's enduring wisdom, we see a tapestry of adaptation. Yet as the ice melts and the world warms, this resilience is tested anew. It reminds us of nature's profound capacity to endure, inviting reflection on our own place in a changing world. In these extreme conditions, life not only survives, it teaches us the art of persistence.